Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our reading section. In this reading section, we used to read an unseen passage. According to that passage, there are some questions which we need to answer. We will read how to attempt this unseen passage. What are the do's and don'ts while attempting this passage? First of all, let us know what is comprehension. Comprehension is made up of a word comprehend. Comprehend, which means to understand. Comprehension of passage means understanding which the writer wants to say. Basically, reading section is based on a reading skills. What do you mean by reading? Reading means to read something which is written on a piece of paper or in soft copy. Whenever we read anything, it is must that we understand that what is being said by the writer. If we are just reading that piece of paper and we are not understanding it, it doesn't mean as reading skill. Reading means to find out the meaning of the words, what the writer wants to say. What are the purposes of this reading skill or the comprehension? First of all, to test the understanding level and grasping power of the students. This is the first purpose, to test the understanding level, how much a student understood through that passage. This is the main purpose. And the grasping power of the student, how the student is grasping, how much he is understanding. This is known by the reading skills. That's why we put unseen passages in our exams. Second is, students are required to read carefully and answer the question. What is the second purpose? Is to read the passage very carefully so that student could answer the questions. Next is, students need to have a complete understanding of the passage before attempting to answer the question. Yes, if we are not able to understand the passage which we are going to attempt, then we will not be able to attempt the answer. That is why we have to read the passage carefully so that we could attempt the questions correctly. What are the do's and don'ts? Do not use outside knowledge in selecting or formulating your answer. Outside knowledge related to your grammar or your other literature book, you should not use that knowledge to formulate your answer. Next is, always answer only what is in the passage. If you know more about the topic which is given in the unseen passage, still we should not answer in detail while writing the answer of unseen passages. Answer should be given only from what is in the passage. Any answer that can be supposed with information written or implied in passage should be eliminated. Any answer which is not supporting the information written in the passage, we should eliminate that answer or that wordings from our answer. These are the do's and don'ts we should use while attempting an unseen passage. Next, here are some instructions which should use while reading unseen passage. Students should always be extra careful when reading the instruction. Yes, some instruction are always given before the unseen passage. We should always read those instructions carefully. Next is, you may miss or even misunderstand important points. So whenever you do this reading part, you should be calm so that you could understand the passage clearly. For example, if you are asked for antonyms or synonym for a particular word that is in the passage, then consider the context first. You might have seen that a question is given to write antonym or synonym of particular word. So you should consider the context first, then only you should attempt that question. So read carefully, don't misunderstand and choose carefully. Some more instructions are here. Read the question first. Always read the question first. Yes, while attempting reading section, you should always start by reading the questions so that you may know that what are the questions you have to answer, and when you start reading the passage you will find out those answers from the passage. Why we should read the questions first? This makes you aware about what to look for in the passage when you read. Yes, we read the passage to answer the question, so this makes you aware what to look in the passage. This helps you focus your attention on important words and phrases. Focus on your attention on important words and phrases. So you should always read the questions first. You can mark the passage lightly when you see one of those terms, making it easy when you are ready to verify your answer. Yes, whenever you are reading the passage, you can mark lightly with the pencil only important points from that passage so that you can attempt the answer correctly. If you first read the passage then go on to read the question, it often becomes necessary to search through the passage repeatedly. Yes, if you read the passage first and then you read the question, so it might happen that you have to read the passage again and again and again. So it is important to read the questions first and then thereafter passage. Review answer sheets. After you finished with the questions, review your paper. This will help you correct your answer or reframe your sentence if necessary. You should always review and go back to section where you had doubts. Yes, review answer sheet. It is the main part of your examination. You should attempt your paper in that way that you have left with 15 extra minutes so that you can review your exam. Why we have to review it? So that we can correct our answer, we can reframe the sentences if necessary, and to clarify all those doubts which we are having while attempting the paper. Now here is a passage, let me read for you. But what is the rule? That we have to read the questions first. So let us read the questions first. Give a suitable title to the passage. Give a suitable title to the passage. Next is, what is the theme of the passage? Third, what qualities are expected of a gentleman? Number 4, do we find such kind of gentleman often? Number 5, what does the writer wish to do if he finds such a person? Number 6, what is meant by lofty aims? Number 7, Which word in the paragraph means same as display? Same and means synonym. You have to write synonym here. Synonym of display. Number 8. Write the summary of the passage in your own words. Summary means in a brief. Number 9. Do you agree with the writer's view? If yes, why? And if no, why? These are the questions you have to answer. Now let's read the passage. What is it to be a gentleman? Is it to have lofty aims, to lead a pure life, to keep your honor virgin, to have the esteem of your fellow citizens and the love of your friend, to be a good fortune meekly, to suffer evil with consistency, and through evil or goods to maintain truth always? Show me the happy man whose life exhibits these qualities, and him we will salute as gentleman, whatever his rank may be. Show me the prince who possesses them, and he may be sure of our love and loyalty. So, do you find answer in the passage? I hope you have found it. So, these are the answers which you have to write in as your answer. I hope you all have understood the unseen passages, how to attempt it and how to read it. This is all about today. Thank you. Have a good day.